Hello friends and fellow travelers. If you are looking for a country to travel to and are wondering whether that country is welcoming enough or not to be worth traveling to, you are at the right place. The top 10 rudest nations in the world are mentioned in today's video. Which country is the rudest in the world? Which country has impolite people who are mean to travelers or foreigners? There might not be any official data available considering the topic. But according to a study of visitors from the community, they were asked to express their views by selecting the rudest country they had visited from a list of more than 100 nations. This is what we got. Number 10. Greece. Greece is one of the oldest countries. They offer travelers amazing islands, intriguing ruins, stunning beaches, and an unwelcoming welcome. More than 30 million visitors visit Greece each year. Market owners and the government at large adore that. But the local? Actually, no. They reject it and don't agree with it. They have a reputation for being rude. Sometimes people may not be correct. Greeks usually express themselves by gestures and with their arms. Some people complain that the shop owners are rude. Instead of giving the tourists sound advice, they convince them that time is equivalent to money. You have two options, buy or go. This paints them in a nasty light. Number 9. Turkey. With 2.15% of the vote, Turkey is the 9th rudest nation in the world. 1,200 people responded to the study conducted by the flight comparison website, and 2.15% of them said Turkey was an unwelcoming nation. Turkey's population is known for being rude. In this regard, they resemble Greece a great deal. Istanbul, which was formerly known as Constantinople, is the largest city in Turkey. The city's old city is a cultural relic of the several civilizations that had governed here. The Crusades have relied on it greatly. The capital of the Romans, the Byzantines, and the Ottomans before them was Istanbul. Turkey frequently rates highly on visitors' lists even though it has a lot more to offer than just Istanbul. This region is home to several historical landmarks and tourist attractions. It unquestionably gets close to 50 million visitors a year. Many tourists, meanwhile, do not believe that the people are as hip and welcoming. A lot of foreigners see Turkey as an inhospitable country. Number 8. Spain. With 2.24% of the vote, Spain is the 8th rudest nation in the world. Everyone is shocked by this. You might have friendly and considerate Spanish friends. If you visit their nation as a tourist, they are not exactly welcoming. According to a travel blogger, young people, especially those in their 20s and 30s, do not particularly enjoy tourists. Statistics indicate that the majority of the 70 million visitors that travel to Spain each year do not feel particularly welcomed by the unwelcoming locals, which is hard to believe. Number 7. Italy. Italy is the 7th rudest country in the world with 3.15% of the vote. One might wonder, how can Italians be so rude? They leave Mexican food behind and serve only the best pizza, spaghetti, and other wonderful food. A few of the spectacular and well-known locations that can be visited include Rome, Milan, and Venice. But many people regret the poor service they experience in restaurants. More than 90 million tourists visit Italy each year, and a significant percentage of them think Italians are impolite. Number 6. China. With 3.39% of the vote, China is the 6th rudest nation in the world. It is a country with a long history, more than 5,000 years, and a wealth of traditions, but it has stark cultural differences from Western countries. The Chinese are not very kind to foreigners and are suspicious of anyone who speaks their language roughly. According to surveys, individuals in China are typically rather unpleasant. People in rural areas are very friendly. However, it seems that individuals in cities and urban areas are stereotyped as being rude to tourists and abrupt. Number 5. America. With 4.3% of the vote, the United States ranks as the 5th rudest nation in the world. The tremendous vivacity and kindness of Americans make them stand out when they travel abroad. However, they are undoubtedly intolerant and irritable when they greet visitors. For people who travel frequently, seeing cultural inconsistencies can be common. Even within the same nation, there can be variations in regional customs, habits, mannerisms, and sayings that can influence our perceptions of a location. But many foreigners think Americans are impolite. The most frequent impolite actions in American cities include people being preoccupied with their phones, refusing to let vehicles merge, and being loud in public areas. Number 4. Russia. The fourth rudest nation in the world is Russia. According to the survey, there are a lot of negative views of Russia. Not to excuse them, but it is conceivable that some attitudes may be seen as unfriendly owing to cultural differences. Since Russian does not usually utilize nice words, for example, a line translated from Russian to English could come across as rude to an English speaker. Russian culture and manner of life are distinctive. They always speak with candor and directness. They don't seem kind or honest when they speak, which causes many visitors to think they are rude. Number 3. Germany. With 10.43% of the vote, Germany is the third rudest nation in the world. They travel without a hitch when visiting other countries, but when receiving foreign visitors, they behave less politely. Germans and Russians have a lot in common despite their harshness. They are really forthright. We've all heard it said again and over. Germans think they're better than everyone. Tourists may find them to be unfriendly as a result of this. It is untrue, but rather the general consensus. German speakers are also thought to be unpleasant because of how abrupt and aggressive their language sounds. Germany welcomes up to 40 million visitors each year. The majority of them also think Germans are rude. Number 2. United Kingdom. With 16.56% of the vote, the United Kingdom is the second rudest nation in the world. Even when they are hosting foreign visitors, English people who are regarded as some of the rudest travelers do not appear to have a regal mentality. Unsurprisingly, England is ranked second. Even the majority of British people are aware of their rudeness and accept it. Any guess which country tops the list of rudest countries in the world? Before we tell you whether your guess is right or not, remember to subscribe to our channel and press the notification icon to stay updated. Well, here's the rudest country in the world. Number 1. France. With 19.29% of the vote, France is the rudest nation in the world. Even if it will be a really horrible French habit, when you lose, you can't help but relish other people's setbacks. This time, the French have a bad track record. Actually, it seems like they have a snobbish, disrespectful attitude toward tourists. French people have a reputation for being rude. Nearly 80 million tourists visit France annually, and the majority of them have the same viewpoint. What's important is that there's no official data that states a certain country is rude. Our list is based on what people have experienced or their ideas. We should be aware that rudeness or arrogance cannot be measured on a scale. All of the data was gathered through surveys, interviews, and people's opinions. You will encounter impolite people everywhere if you do not respect them, their language, or their culture. And everywhere you go, people will generally be friendly to you if you are friendly to them. That's all for today. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon. Thanks for watching.